I've been a Lee filter user for many years now, and I've overall been very happy with their filters and their products. But recently the company NiSi got in contact with me. Now their filters are more expensive than Lee, therefore they're meant to be better quality, and the colours that are produced when you use the filters are meant to be more true to the real colours that you see on location. So today I'm going to create a video where I'm going to compare my Lee filters against the NiSi filters that I've been sent and basically see which one is going to come out on top. So we're going to be comparing the actual filter holders as well as the polarizing filters from each brand, the 10-stop neutral density filters and the medium edge soft grad ND filters too. Now before we go out into the field and test out these filters, I just wanted to say that I am already impressed with the NiSi filters. Now they're more expensive than Lee, so you would expect them to be better quality, and I am really impressed with them. First of all, the filter holder seems a lot more sturdy, a lot less likely to break, and I feel like it's going to last longer than the Lee filter will. It just feels that little bit more secure and safe. The polarizer feels quite flimsy, it's not quite as big. I wonder whether it's going to be as good, but that we will test out in the field and find out for definite. Now the actual other filters, so we've got a 10-stop neutral density filter as well as a medium soft grad filter here, and both of them are thicker and more versatile in quality than the Lee. They just feel that little bit more hard wearing and that little bit nicer. So being a Lee user pretty much all of my photography career, or my photography life should I say, it's going to be interesting to try these out and just compare them properly in the field. But already very impressed. And even the pouches, the Lee pouches aren't very nice in many ways. I don't find them to be the easiest to use either, but the NiSi ones, although I've got to say I don't like the leather colour, I find it quite masculine, but other than that they feel better quality by far than the Lee ones, and I feel like they're easier to use than the Lee ones. They're going to keep my filters quite secure, and also they were going to fit into much smaller space because the Lee ones tend to take up quite a lot of room because there's a lot of outer packaging. I'm excited to try these out. Let's get out into the field and I'll see you back at New Aberdour Beach. And just like that, we are back on location, and unfortunately it is bucketing down with rain right now, but I have come to a coastal location which has some caves and some other bits that I can possibly shelter in to try and do these comparisons. And what I'm planning on doing is taking the exact same photograph twice. The only difference is that in one photograph I'll use the Lee filter, and in the next photograph I'll use the NiSi filter, so we can get a real comparison of the differences in the filters and which one looks better. So we can really get a sense of what each filter does and which one visually looks better. So let's get out in this rain and let's try out this filter system. Because it's raining and this video is about filters, I'm not trying to find a really good composition here. What I'm trying to do is find a sheltered pool of water that I can then use to test out the polarizing filters, because the main aim of the polarizing filter is to get rid of that glare so you can see through the water. So if I can find myself a nice sheltered bay or a nice sheltered pool of water to test this out, then that's what I'm going to do. But there's not very many places around here to hide from the rain. And unfortunately, in some ways unfortunately anyway, the tide is out, meaning that there's not any water in the caves, which I'd sort of hoped for, so I could shelter in the caves and try and get these images. So just have to work with what we've got. And right now, I found some really nice areas. I think I'm going to test out the filters here and just hope that the rain's not going to affect me too much and get on the filter too much and ruin the images. So let's get set up and get some shots of this lovely water. Would be quite a nice thing to do is to take an image without the filter to begin with, to show you the difference that the filters make, and then we can do the comparison between Lee and NiSi. So the photograph without any filters you can see now. And now we're going to put the filters on, start starting off with the Lee filter because that's the one I'm most familiar with, and see what effect that is going to have on the water here. This is a Lee filter holder. I've had it for about 4 years, still working. It's a lightweight plastic in nature and material. Let's get this on the camera, get the polarizer mounted and see what we can do with this sea. As I say, I'm not getting a good composition today because it is raining and I'm trying to just shelter. I just want to show you the effects that each filter has and just see which one comes out on top. Now a quick look at the NiSi filter holder. A little bit more heavy, but it's made of metal as opposed to plastic. So I think it's probably going to be more indestructible, which you often want in landscape photography, because quite often I drop my filters and my gear, as I'm sure many of you have done from time to time. Working outdoors on slippery rocks or anywhere can be quite risky for your equipment. So we'll see how this fares up as time goes by, but overall I'm really impressed with the stability of this. Really not sure about this filter though. It's really thin, like really thin. Makes it very lightweight and very easy to pack away, but how it's going to fare in the photography and what it's going to produce is another matter. But let's get it mounted and see the difference between this and the Lee one. Say, I found the NiSi filter ring harder to put on my lens than the Lee one, but one thing I've just discovered, which I think is amazing, is there's these wee things at the side that you spin and it makes the polarizer go round. How cool is that? The rain's getting really heavy now, so then I'm going to take a wee break and then we're going to get on to the 10 stop filters. Difficult to say which one I prefer so far, they've both got their own quirks. I found this bit of shelter under this rock. Not perfect in terms of composition, it isn't good at all. But I'm hoping that this shelter here is going to allow me to use the 10 stop filters in order to do a long exposure without getting too much rain on my lens. So I know the composition here is not great, but that's not the topic of this video. Normally I would really try to find a good composition, but because it's bucketing down with rain, it's really difficult today. And to try and use a 10 stop filter in this weather it's very challenging, and I've not got an umbrella with me in case any of you suggest that, so it's not really possible. But using what you've got in life to try things out. One thing, right, when the weather's bad like this and you're not gonna probably get that many good photographs, it's a great time to experiment and with your filters and with your camera and just learn about it. You might not go home with great images, but you'll hopefully have learned something from the process so that when you do have better light conditions, you can really utilise your camera and the gear and the accessories that you have and really make the most of it. So today, rubbish weather, rubbish compositions, but we're here to use these filters to see which one's the best and to sort of conquer photography and learn a little bit more about what these can do. It's now time for the NiSi 10 stop filter, which comes in this nice pouch, as I said earlier, but it is quite masculine, but it's quite nice. I like it, and it's got you some interesting facts on the back as well, in case you're interested in these types of things. Let's get this on and try it out and see how it differs from the Lee one. For the medium grad soft edge filters, and I'm actually in a really good position for this because we've got the rock which is obscuring the right hand side of the image, and we've got the sky which is really bright on the left hand side of the image, creating quite an unbalanced image, but we've not got a defined horizon, so the soft edge ND filter works really well here. Let's see what the Lee one looks like, and then we're going to head on to the NiSi one. Before I show you what the Lee one looks like, I've just had my head near this rock and I kept hearing like a weird noise, like almost like a slurping noise, and I've just realised that the barnacles, or whatever they're called, if you look at it really closely, it's moving across the rock. So cool. Again, if I wasn't out testing out these filters, I wouldn't have seen that and I wouldn't have enjoyed it. Anyway, the Lee filter with a soft ND Grad. Last but by no means least, we have got the NiSi Soft Edge ND filter. Again, nice packaging, masculine but nice. Let's try this out and see how this works as well. What I'd really like to do now is put all 3 filters from the Lee and the NiSi filters to make one image, but it's really difficult to keep them dry in this weather, and setting out the polarizer and then the 10-stop filter and then the ND filter, it's really difficult. Even underneath this sheltered bit I'm still getting covered in rain. So instead I'm just going to head to my office, where I'm then going to sit down and edit the images, and we're going to see the effects that it has and which filter has come out on top. So you've seen them already, I've not seen them, but you have seen the Lee ones and the NiSi ones, and you've probably already got an idea in your head which you prefer. But as I shoot in RAW, I do need to do a little bit of editing just to bring out the contrast a little bit, bring out the saturation a little bit, and after that editing I will decide which one I think is best, and you can have a look and see which one you think as well. But overall, I've got to say I am really pleased with these filters. A few things I've struggled with is I find it a little bit more difficult to get it on my lens than the Lee filters, but it's the first time I've properly used these filters, so it may just be something that I need to get used to in time, because I do remember that when I started using filters I found that difficult, and then over time you sort of learn the best ways to do it based on what filter set you've got. So I'm not going to, put a damper on the NiSi on that point of view. But obviously the real true results are going to be told when I get back to my office, when I look at the images on the computer and we can compare them properly. But I've had a great time this afternoon, even though it is raining and it's not the best conditions, trying out this filter system, and I'm hoping that the results are as good as I think they're going to be, and I can then hopefully use this system a lot more than my Lee one in the future, just because they feel better quality, and therefore I'm hoping that the images are going to be of better quality and more trueness to the colour that we've got here. Anyway, let's head back to my office. I'll see you all when I get there. Well, that's me back in my office, so let's get this plugged in and see how these photographs have turned out. I'm a little bit nervous about this, if I'm honest. Just with the conditions not being great, it's going to be quite difficult, I think, to compare them properly, but fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Yeah, so these images really aren't the best, but it sort of portrays what I was trying to do in this video. Looking at the polarizing images, so I'm not seeing much difference between Lee and NiSi in these at all. There's very little differences. Now unfortunately, between moving filters about, I did knock the camera a little bit, so the compositions are a little bit different, slightly different anyway. But I'm not seeing, from a polarizing point of view, I'm not seeing much difference between them at all. They both do the job, they both seem quite crisp, quite clear, they cut through the majority of the glare. I'm not seeing much difference at all. However, the 10-stop filter, there is a massive difference. You will have seen this earlier in the video. So looking at the Lee image, it looks a lot more atmospheric, doesn't it? It's a lot darker. You've got quite a bit of vignetting going on in the corners. You've got that blue tinge that everybody speaks about when they talk about Lee filters. Now, this has never been an issue for me because you can eradicate this quite easily in post-processing. But revolutionising my photography here, looking at the NiSi ones, just look at the difference. So I apologise because the composition is slightly different. Just again, I hit the camera a little bit when I was changing filters. But there's no blue. There's very little vignetting, and the colour that's been produced in this long exposure image is so much more true to what I was seeing this afternoon with my naked eye. So from the 10-stop filter point of view, I much prefer NiSi. However, when it comes to atmospheric images, if you're shooting an image that you want that's on a dark, dreary day and you want that atmosphere, the Lee filter can have that effect quite easily because of the blue tinges and the darkness that it creates. So if you're into atmospheric, dark photography, then the Lee filter is slightly better. But if you're wanting to mimic the colours that you're actually seeing with the eye, and especially I think in sunset and that, this is going to be phenomenal. Without that blue tinge, NiSi is definitely winning the 10-stop filter category, 100%. So now looking at the medium soft edge Grad filter, now I'm not seeing too much difference here between the images. The Lee one is slightly more obvious that I've used a filter, it's slightly darker. However, this could have just been human error. I could have positioned it further in my filter holder than I did with the NiSi ones, I don't know. But I do think that the NiSi ones, again, it looks more natural and you can't really tell that I've used a filter in that image, and so it looks better. It does. And I'm sure you'll agree, and through editing these images as well, you can see that it's slightly more natural in its being and the way it is, which I guess when it comes to landscape photography, I mean, it depends on what genre you enjoy. Some people want things to look like they do to the naked eye, which is something that I really like doing, so the NiSi filters I am so excited to use more of because they just seem to work. I do find the polarizer quite fiddly. I'm not 100% sure whether it is actually better than the Lee, but the 10 stop and the soft Grad one definitely win for me. And again, I said, you know, these images aren't the best representation of that, but they do show you what they do. And it's been really refreshing to try this out. So comparing the brands now, NiSi has won 2 out of 3 in their filters, therefore they have to win, which I feel a bit sad about because I've been a dedicated Lee follower for many years, but NiSi has got better quality, but then again they are more expensive, and I've used Lee filters, like I say, throughout the majority of my photography career, and until now I didn't see much issue with them. I will still use them from time to time, but I definitely think I'm going to be using these NiSi filters more from now on because they're just more natural and better quality. I want to say a huge thank you to NiSi for sending me these products to try out. Can't wait to use them in my future photos. As always, I want to say a huge thank you for watching. If you're looking to buy filters, it's all about finding what's going to work for you. This is just how I've seen them today, how I've interpreted how they work. That's just my opinion and what I have personally found. But you might prefer Lee or any other filter brands that are out there. You've just got to get out and try them, I suppose, and buy whatever one's best for you. But most importantly, whatever one suits your budget, because filters are not cheap and NiSi is very expensive, so if you can't afford it, Lee is a slightly cheaper alternative, and there's other filters that are even cheaper than Lee that can do just about the same job as long as you're prepared to do a little bit of post-processing after your shoot. As always, I want to say a huge thank you for watching. I'm going to be out doing some more exploring in the next few videos, so I hopefully will see you then. And yeah, get out with your camera, enjoy photography, learn how to use your filters, utilise the conditions, and just embrace this beautiful world that we all live in. I'll see you all again next time.